Let's do 11b. We have two regular six-sided dice. One is green and one is red. You throw both of the dice at the same time and record the values. G is the value on the green dice, and then R is the value on the red dice. Once you've thrown the two dice, you place the values into the expression for f of x. If f of x is equal to x plus g times x minus r, then answer the questions that follow. What is the probability that the y-intercept for the graph of f will be less than negative 29? So how can we link these two? Let's look at f of x. How can we find the y-intercept or the y-coordinate of the y-intercept? If we write this equation in standard form, we can easily find the y-coordinate of the y-intercept, isn't it? When it's ax squared plus bx plus c, remember c will give us the y-coordinate of the y-intercept. So let's expand this. So f of x is equal to x times x, that is x squared. And then we have x times negative r, that is negative rx. And then g times x, that is gx. And then g times negative r, that is negative gr. Right? Then we can say this is x squared. Then you can factor out negative x and then get r minus g. And then minus gr. Okay, so this is like our c, negative gr. Okay, right, so it means g times r. Remember, g is the outcome for the green dice, then r is the outcome for the red dice, isn't it? So if you multiply them, they must give us a value that is greater than 29. If you multiply the outcomes of the green dice and the red dice, we must get a value that is greater than 29. Let's say if we get a 5 and a 6, 5 times 6 is what? 30. And then if we put it here, it's going to be negative 30. Let's say 6 times 6. What is 6 times 6? That is 36. And then if you put it here, it's going to be negative 36. Remember, it says, what is the probability that y-intercept for the graph of f will be less than negative 29? So it can be maybe negative 30 or negative 36. The product of the two outcomes should be anything greater than 29. Because you have negative gr here. 6 times 5 gives us 30, then becomes negative 30, which is less than negative 29. Or we have 6 and 6. We have 6 times 6 gives us 36, then this becomes negative 36, which is less than negative 29. Okay, let's write the outcomes of these two dice. Let's have the green one here. These are the outcomes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the red one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's multiply these two. What do we get? We're getting 1 times 1, which is 1, 1 times 2, which is 2, 1 times 3, which is 3, 1 times 4, which is 4, 1 times 5, which is 5, 1 times 6, which is 6. Right, 2 times 1. It's like counting in twos here. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Then 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3. It's like counting in threes. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Like counting in fours here. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Counting in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's like counting in sixes. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Right, now, which outcomes will give us a product which is greater than 29? We have here 5 and 6. We have 6 and 5. We have 6 and 6. So there are how many of them? 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Out of what? Out of 36. If you count all these blue numbers, there are 36 of them. Right? Or 6 by 6 is 36, isn't it? So we have 3 out of 36. If these are the outcomes, that will give us a y-intercept that is less than negative 29. Please take note. if GR is 30, then if you put it here, it's going to be negative 30 because of this negative here. If G times R is 36, and then if you put it here, it's going to be negative 36 because of this negative there. Okay, so these are the three outcomes that will give us a y-intercept of the graph of f that is less than negative 29. That is 3 out of 36, which is equal to 1 over 12.